Good morning, GTA. How is everybody? It's Tazmania here with an edition of Garage Showcase. Today I'm going to be showing off my garage on my main character, showing off some of the paint schemes, some of the cars that I chose for that character. Hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to subscribe or like if you haven't. Check out more content, tracks, track previews, race events, and all that good stuff. Tags to look out for: Tazmania, Apex Stalkers, FNRC, PS4 content creators, the YouTube Union, the Race Union. Jumping into the first garage. This garage is more of my odd garage, where I had to put everything that was left. So this is my first character. Coming up with the first car here, we got the Dubster 6x6. I went with the green in the primary, and in the secondary I went with like a light gray. I believe I used a Pearl-Destin that was nautical, which gives it kind of just a light color. It's foresty. Stayed with the black trim, kept the chrome, put some muscle tires on it. It looks beefy. Over here I got my Cavalcade. I went with the green, almost a reverse to what I have my Warner as. See, it's a light stripe in the middle, darker on the outside, and then there's a Pearl-Destin that's also used under there. It's a green. This is the only car where you got a sound system, so you gotta cop that. Some little sports tires. This is my Bifra. Made it kind of brown, but there's a little green. You know, it's outdoorsy. You gotta be brown and get nature up in there, so it's got a little green Pearl-Destin. Most people have these. You know, something you should probably have in your little entourage. This is Sanchez for this character. This is my body. Yeah. I did it kind of a light yellow Pearl-Destin. Here's my Hikachu. Really difficult bike to ride. Definitely like a pro skilled bike. But with the light blue. Trying to make it almost silverish. Yellow with a cream white. There's the Fudo Fun. It's got the lime green trim and then the lime Pearl-Destin. And a really dark blue. It's one of the few cars I use carbon fiber on. Sport tires. My Blista. It's got a blue underhue on a brown. My little blue and brown bean. It's a little blue fluorescent around tire rim. My Exemplar. Really rich color here. Down, dark, makes it look really sleek, really G. Kept the tires blue the same. Most people got one of these too, Schaefer. Mine's orange, then I lighten the orange up to bring out that kind of yellow in the sun. Looks like a starburst to me. And that is the first garage. So let's run over to the next one. I believe the next garage that I'm in, or that we are going to, which is right down the street, is my super garage. That's where I keep all my supercars, the really fast ones. Like I said, this is my first character, so obviously you're trying to win when you first get in. You're not trying to dick around with just building a collection. So I have my Dominator in this character, my favorite car, which is the Carbo, the Turismo, things like that to keep me in the top spot, just rising up. So this is definitely my like super sports garage. Roll it to the back. So I went with like, I think it's a black with a gray Pearl-Destin. Maybe the steel or one of the stronger grays to bring that out. Some yellow racing rims. with sports tires. But on this Mascaro, this is my first one, I went with a kind of a light blue, and then put a yellow pearlescent, which shows out really good. And I keep that one on muscle tires. It's because I don't know about you, but I like the way muscle grips. I feel like it's a stronger grip. This is the Zentorno. I do not ever use this car except on FNRC night, where it's an actual tournament, and I'm trying to keep up with everybody else who is using Zens. I hate that fucking car. If you have one, good for you. If you have off-road tires, bad for you. It looks ugly. This is probably my favorite car in the game, the Turismo. The sound of it, the drive of it, feels like you're driving an F1. Yellow, red, white, ice white, pearlescent. I got an adder just because I had the room, and it does look beautiful. I don't drive it much. I really do like the color scheme. I'm not even going to try and explain how I got it to that color. Over here we have my Jester. First character, so it wasn't one of the race Jesters. He actually has SUV tires on that motherfucker, but they look really cool. So it's kind of like a little green Hornet, yellow stripe down the middle. This is so fine in its wine. It's just 2 shades of red and a black pearlescent to make it look really dark. That is my second favorite car in the game, and probably my first love, first car that I went and tried to get. I got a Croak K, one of the few cars that I keep carbon on, and that's just because it had the option and it has that forward slice. I don't use that car ever. I can't even remember when I drove it last. Here we got my Sultan. It's black, but it has a really dark blue iridescent right under there. You can see it, but it looks kind of yellow and black till you get it up on it. So I like the hidden colors that really jump out. And I got tuner tires on that bad boy. So you can get 3 properties with 10 car garages each. If you got a second character, which, you know, it's something that sucks at first because you got to grind for it, but once you unlock everything, it's really, it just helps. It's beneficial, so you don't get bored with all the stupid shit you have. Then you have room to swap things out, switch them around. Luckily, I started building my second character like 3 months during PS3 before I transferred to PS4, so by the time I jumped into PS4 I was almost there. But really try and get on that grind if you want to maximize the options. You know, I'm not tripping when the new updates come out. I can buy the new car, I got money saved, and I really have my garages spread out equally the way that I want. I find my other characters a little more creative with the choices and selection, where this one is just a lot more focused. This is definitely the muscle and collector garage. In the newest update, here's the rat truck. This bad boy looks pimp. I used a gray, like a steel gray with a red pearlescent. Makes it almost look purplish. That's the hotness right there. Drives like shit, but it's all good. Tornado de Clase, or I think it's the other way around. This thing's like the Grim Reaper, all silver, dark, big old hood scoop, chrome front, chrome everything, big old muscle tires. I wish they would have made that car a little faster, or put it into a different class. It's my Sabre. It's got a black stripe, but the blue shines through. You know, it's got that red and blue classic. You can definitely see the blue on the trim in the front. Yeah, I think those are definitely muscle tires. A hot knife, a classic rod. Look at the face on that bad boy. It's like an orange crab. I think I used a couple of different oranges. I think I went similar to my 9F scheme on my other character. I went brushed steel on this. This is that custom bike. Came out in one of the updates. Spacing on the name. Doesn't really matter. my peyote. I got this, and I make it look like a G Rider. Please, Rockstar, give us hydraulics. I'd love to put hydraulics on this. I wish there was a tarp, you know, I wish it was a Cabrio or a convertible, but, or not just stuck a convertible, but it looks pretty gangster. Kind of bronze, light bronze under the tan brown. My Monroe, it's kind of a sea green. Not a big fan of the sports classic class. I wish they would balance it out a little better, but it's all good. Try to keep my Ruiner looking 80s style. Smokey and the Bandit. It's got that burgundy. Gets almost wine red, dark black. You know, swinging around. Red tires, muscle tires. A Dominator. I put a classic racing stripe, so just had that shine, then matted it. It's also got muscle tires. And then my final car, my Blade, Purple Passion. I like the way this car looks. I like the way it shines. I hit it with the purple pearlescent. It's got a blue trim. Really appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. This is my car garage, my first character. Hope you liked it. Tazmania, Apex Stalkers. Well, see you next time.